Yo, GameBro here, along with...
And where we last left off, we had to go to some place because we talked to some person who told us to go to, wait, what was it called again? What did she say?
Her,
No, I mean, Shannon.
The Cull Hazard, Normoon, City of Wind, and also from this lady you get mint leaves, and one thing to notice, alcohol in an E-rated game. Just pointed it out.
Wait, mint is alcohol?
I'm guessing it's alcohol.
Maybe.
So,
you can pretty much make alcohol out of anything if you wanted to. Because when plants ferment, they create alcohol. You can take the leaves off a tree and make that into alcohol. That's why people get grapes.
You're a wee lad to be traveling about. I'll give you blue wings. They might be of help. You must remember that wings will not work in the forests or caves. Yes, I'm aware of that.
They might be of help. Is that supposed to tell me at some point they're not going to help, or what? Are they going to fail on us? It's got that same music from Dondurn.
Yep.
Almost, just in a more sea shanty worthy.
Yep. It is remixed. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Another dead end. For no apparent reason. For no apparent reason. Wait, I think I saw something left there. What was it? No, it's just a basket.
Margaret is learning to sing. I want her to be the finest singer in all of Keltland. I'll practice as hard as I can. I want to be good enough to sing before the Prince and Queen someday.
Side story has nothing to do with main. Never see side story again.
Yes, we will be coming back here later to go through the blue cave. A very long cave, indeed, but we won't have to worry about it until like 6 parts later. 5-ish. But anyway, off to Cull Hazard we go. I suppose, I know where I'm going, but, here's another look at it.
Just down there?
We need to go west and south.
Yeah, all the way to south, because you're trying to find the City of Wind, find a few spirits, get, the, wings.
You can't, one thing you can do with the wings, if like someone gives you like any healing potions or whatever, you can keep picking up wings and pick up any item you lack in order to receive, but otherwise wings are pretty much useless. Most areas, most towns, you'll never have to go back to again, so yeah. Other side. Any new enemies in this area?
Weird mountain goats that look like, I don't know what kind of texture is that.
And that move it just used was called Avalanche. One of the most broken moves in the game that I'm not ever going to use. Because I'll be more... Summons a bunch of boulders and can hit enemies around you multiple times.
Yet easily dodgeable.
Because thankfully you can move around just before they execute their moves. Don't hit me! Whack!
Oh wow.
And for you. And how about some fireball level 3? There's disappointing.
It doesn't do anything!
That's
What kind of a spammy move that hits everywhere but doesn't hit you?
I was just barely too far away from it. Just face those enemies, no thanks.
This sort of reminds me of Toho, where you basically you dodge everything. Have you ever heard of the game Toho?
Never have.
Have you ever heard of Riding Trad? Little blue riding hood.
Nope. And now I'm frozen again, thanks to these marrows. Not to be confused with marrows from Pokemon, of course.
Little blue riding hood from, I don't know what kind of messed up store that's from.
And seems I can lower defense.
The hell they will.
Yeah. Not gonna freeze me again. I think not.
No, I won't go.
Or if it does occur, someone's gonna face a horrible, painful death. As cruel as it sounds.
Everything will face a horrible, painful death. And oddly enough, you can shoot fire through walls.
And these are like the only enemies in the entire game that when they execute the moves, they will move back a little. Pretty much no other enemy does that, making it a bit difficult to reach them. And I just picked up a replica.
Their horses.
If I have any dewdrops of maze, will use one. Yeah, why not?
No.
What have you? And there's the cave we need to head to. It's a fairly long cave.
And no enemies in sight.
I cannot read that sign.
Why is there a sign there if you can't read it?
See a spirit, and if I haven't mentioned it before, you can't get spirits during battle.
Kill them all!
Too late now. Anything else? Nope. That's it.
Try go for healing level 2.
I will get there eventually.
Wait, what about the house? Can you go inside?
I can. Maybe there's a spirit in here.
Nothing. Just like every other house in the game.
After you pass a cave known as Cull Hazard up ahead, it's straight onto Normoon. It's quite a hike, so rest here till you're ready to leave. Okay, use one of my older files. Probably won't have to resort to it, but just in case I die for some reason. Later, Dorothy.
6 files. So it has some use after all.
Anything?
Alright.
Nope.
We're good. Get in there!
New track coming up.
It sounds like Super Nintendo music.
I suppose a bit. But yeah. Again, it's very long. But it's linear, so for the most part,
Here be dragons. There be bats.
Skelebats. They seem to have pretty high evasion, so you might miss if you use your staff. Only thing I can say is be careful not to turn around, because some of the areas look a bit kind of the same.
High evasion, my ass.
Well, I've been lucky. Got some honey bread too. With a compass on screen, but it is no use because we not only can't look at the map with the pause screen, you can't of course you can't pick up maps anywhere else about caves and such, so you have to resort to a good sense of direction or the strategy guide or perfect guide, whatever came out for this game. And like some of this cave you can just pretty much run and not face into any enemies, particularly the narrow areas, like what I just went through. Long distance, because not a wise idea to use your staff against enemies that keep using wind cutter. Run.
Heal.
Didn't really need to heal that badly.
But as you run around, you gain a B.
As of now, these are pretty much the only enemies you'll face, but there'll be several new types a little deeper into this cave. Some of them are quite tough indeed. Like those wyvern enemies. Oh boy, will I suffice? I must. Now into more open area.
Oh crap, large area. You know what that means?
Yep. Bunch of new enemies.
Dragons.
Like those.
And he doesn't do anything.
If he does that fireball move, pretty much run up to it. It'll pretty much miss. So apparently they're. Yeah, one thing you can do, if there's more than one enemy on, if there's like one wyvern and like another different enemy on screen, you can pretty much attack that other enemy before the wyvern's turn to avoid its fire against you. That's one obvious flaw in this game. That's why it's a problem when it comes to challenge that not all enemies can attack you at once. And there's Water Pillar level 3. Doesn't do that much more damage, but there you go.
That's why you gotta mix it up.
Yep.
No.
Shall I do?
Wait, try to get water level 3. Healing level 2.
Okay, what was I gonna say before? Damn it, it slipped my mind. Pretty much the only reason you'll want to use like a different element spell if you've been focused on like one more than the other is if the spell you're focusing on, you're facing an enemy that's the same element. So facing fire enemies, you'll want to switch to something else, but otherwise, pretty much just stick with what you've been focusing on.
Here be dragons.
Which are somehow deadlier when alone. Another new enemies, blood gels.
Those will screw around with you.
And they constantly use that, what's that spell called again? The homing arrow, that's right. And I think they have level 2 versions. It's pretty hard to avoid, but I have a trick in doing so that seems to work pretty well. Kind of like make a dollar sign, going like down, then making a an S. That seems to work pretty well for me most of the time in order to avoid that attack. And I see a treasure chest afar and a spirit afar. What are...
You can, well, you know when you'll get, healing 3.
If I recall, there is no healing 3 in this game.
I think there is. You just get a high level water. And what is that? That looks like something from, Kingdom Hearts.
See what the enemy's called in a bit. That raven creature.
Huge! I mean, like, huge, win. Huge cutter.
Yes, not a bad idea. Scarecrow.
All favors. Messed up version of a scarecrow. I suggest you do huge cutter. So you can get them all lined up.
Ah, fudge.
Double kill.
Take my cutter for win.
Yeah.
Alright, this part's starting to get long, so I'm gonna end it here. See ya. This is Game Bro.
Car.